The decision by the Saudi banks to sideline Sudan is economically more significant than that of their European counterparts. Saudi Arabia has major two-way trade links with Sudan. Hundreds of thousands of Sudanese nationals also work in Saudi Arabia and send money home to their families. Yet Sudanese bankers are putting on a brave face.
There are still banks dealing with Sudan, and there are still some banks who are continuing their relationship with Sudan, and that would be adequate and enough for the exports.
Not everyone is as optimistic though.
The situation is bad. It will be impossible to attract serious investors. No one can transfer money from here or bring it in. Even existing investors will have to rethink their continuing presence here.
Sudan's economic problems have been increasing since 2011 when South Sudan separated with the bulk of the country's oil. Foreign currency is now in short supply. The Sudanese pound has weakened and inflation is increasing, creating social tensions that are threatening to explode. The increasing isolation of Sudan by international financial institutions is affecting private and government transactions. Government officials say the import of critical medical supplies is also jeopardized, causing shortages in hospitals countrywide. There are now increasing calls for a change in policy if Sudan is to survive the impact of the sanctions and economic meltdown.
Unless we have a change in government policy and put the interests of the people of Sudan first, these problems will not be resolved.
The U.S. imposed economic sanctions on Sudan in 1997 over charges of terrorism and human rights abuses. The move by the banks appeared to reflect an increasingly cautious attitude by financial institutions that don't want to risk violating U.S. sanctions. Mohammed, Adow, Al Jazeera, Khartoum, Sudan.